Welcome back to another video. If you know what is behind me, then you're going to be excited about today's video. If you liked the movie and you also liked this pool table behind me, you're in luck because today I'm showing you how to make it. I had the speed build video of this and I lost it, so now I have to remake it, which is, it's fine. Anyway, so here is what it is. It's actually really easy to follow. I will try to explain it as best as I can, but the first thing you're going to need is the Victorian table. It's 3,000 Bloxburg cash, but it does help because you don't have to make legs, and the legs are also really pretty. And then you're also going to be doing a lot of resizing, so make sure you do have the advanced placement tool and probably the transform plus if you want it to be more specific. So you're going to place your first cube on top. You're going to shrink it down. This is going to be our base. You can make it however big you want. I think I'm going to do this size. This is 8.75 if you guys are looking at my numbers. Go ahead and place that down, but we're just going to shrink this down to the thinnest possible piece, and then we're going to shrink it probably about here. The nice thing is it moves together too. So I'm going to put it next to my character. My character is an adult. As you can see, this is pretty big actually. So I'm going to shrink this just a little bit. That's probably better. And then this is really tall too. So what I'm going to do is shrink this down just like that. And then I'm going to place one to the side. I'm going to place another one of these on top, change it to green. It doesn't matter what type of green, but I did use, I believe it's this texture. It is the classic carpet. I'm going to make this slightly darker. I think that's a nice green right there. So that's your top piece. This bottom piece, I'm just going to do whatever this Victorian color is. So I'm just going to click that and that's going to be my base. Do people really look underneath to see the color? No, but as someone who's really irritated by that, I kind of have to. And then you're going to place this piece on top. And we're just going to place that to the side like so. This is going to be the wood texture as well. And then I'm just going to bring it up a little bit, probably like about here. And then you're going to place another one of these next to it, shrink this down, and then you're going to make that the same color as the table. You're going to do this on both sides. Wait, I lied. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. You know what? We're just gonna place this here first. Okay, there we go. I was like, something's not right here. Okay, now you have your sides. Leave this down here for now. You're going to rotate this to the side. I'm sorry, guys. You don't have to undo anything, so at least that's nice. And then you're just gonna match this up as much as possible. As you can see, I can't get it all the way. That's when Transform Plus comes in handy. And then I'm very picky, so I'm gonna make this fit in here, as you guys can see when I highlight it. So now just copy this piece and place it over here. Use Transform Plus again to move it to the side. Honestly, if you don't have Transform Plus yet, what are you doing? Literally, like, what are you doing? Because you should really get it. Anyways, go back to this grid size, place this down. As you can see, it is squishing. Squishing? Why did I say squishing? Okay, you see how it's like showing up right here? Okay. You're gonna resize it now just a little bit so it fits inside the box. You have to do it on this side too. That looks a lot better. It's cleaner because we needed this over here. Now the thing is, this is going to look slightly different than mine because mine is a little bit different. Mine's longer right here, but to make it easier for you guys to understand, I'm just doing it this way. But it's still gonna have the design on the side, so no need to worry. Okay, now we're gonna use this piece right here and we're gonna place it to the side. This is like that extra barrier thing. I don't even know what it's called, but it's just like this little barrier. Is this looking correct? Okay, yeah, this is looking good. Okay, then you're gonna place the barrier on this side as well. Flip it, you're gonna do it here, and then just resize the piece. And then you can see that gap right here, so I'm just gonna use the Transform Plus. So here you can see it's sticking out, which means we just need to resize it. And then I'm just gonna delete the one over here, so then I just have to resize one. And then we just gotta move it a little bit more. Now it's slightly off, so then we just have to resize it just to fill in that gap. And then just duplicate it over to the other side, and then duplicate this one. All right, so now we have like our little green fuzzy piece. And then you're going to do the cylinder, the vertical cylinder. It's just going to be black. No need to change the texture. Makes it a little bit cheaper. And then you're just going to resize it probably about, what would I do? Like about here, 0.65. And then just stick it in the corner. I'm just going to resize it a little bit more actually. It is going to be glitchy if you don't use Transform Plus. If you want to make it a little bit better, then you can adjust it. But for now, I'm just going to put one in each corner. And then I'm also going to put one, if I can get it exact, yeah, right here on both sides. So there should be 6 in total. And then you can either leave it like this or you can shrink it down because this is supposed to be technically the pocket. So what I do is I'll move it down to, this is about $22. So I'm gonna do it about $22 for each one. It helps hide the glitch part as well. If you're thinking realistically, the ball does have to like go into it. So having it stick upwards isn't gonna really work. So just, just move it down a little bit. It's all good. So here's what it looks like. It's pretty clean. Before we do the stuff on the top, you're going to go to the structurals and get a rod. This is the decorative piece. Do you need it? No. Is it pretty? Yes. So we're doing it. And I'm gonna do the small round rod, and I'm gonna do the medium grid size, press T, and I'm just gonna do it once here, and then I'm gonna do it once. And before you do it on this side, I actually recommend doing it on the opposite side like this, and I'll show you why in a second. So after you place these, now you have like this little ledge right here, if you can see. So you can either place it normally like this, or if you want to be a little more exact, you know, I'm gonna make this gold really fast so you guys can see it, because I can't see it either, and that's kind of important. Okay, so here's the color. I'm gonna use gold because, I mean, kind of makes sense here. So here's the gold, so now you can see it a little better. If you do the more precise grid size, you can latch on to the center of the circle, and then you can move it over here and just do it on both sides. It just makes it slightly cleaner. You don't have to do it, but as someone who's very attention to detail, like it's pretty nice. So you can just do that. If you don't like the gap right here, you can use Transform Plus and bring it down just to make it like that, which actually, you know what, I'm gonna do because it's pretty. So I'm just gonna bring it down like that. Since you have all of the rods already placed, just match it up as best as you can and you're good to go. And then after that, excuse me, why can't I, hello? Okay, some odd reason I cannot resize that piece. So, ooh, I'm deleting things I shouldn't be. I'm just gonna delete this one because it doesn't want me to resize it for some reason. So whatever, it's fine, we can just place it. So here's what it looks like now. It does look a little bit different than mine because like, I can't remember exactly how I did it, but it looks like a pool table and that's all that matters. So now you're going to be using a lot of the basic shapes again, but it's going to be the beveled vertical cylinder. And then you're just gonna shrink it down as much as you can, like literally just as small as it possibly can be. This is the size. Turn that white or like a cream color. I prefer like a cream, so I'm doing light stone gray. And then I'm gonna place this. This is like your, I don't even know what the ball is called, but I'm gonna place it like about right here. And then you're going to do your little stick, your pool stick, pool table stick. You know what? I don't know the name of it. I probably shouldn't be talking. You're just gonna copy this and you're gonna make your pool sticks. I like to place it like that. And then I just do linen, of course. And then I just do the wood texture just like this. And now you get to make the other balls. You're gonna need quite a few, so just be patient with it. This part does take a little bit of time. You're going to need 5 on the top like this. It may not be perfectly centered, that is okay. So there's my 5 on the top, and you're just gonna do like bowling pins like this, and then one at the tip. And then you have to color each one. If you want to be realistic, then just follow what I do. So the first thing I'm going to do is choose the color. This one is a red. And then we're going to choose the texture, which is the giraffe. I almost said giraffe for some reason. Oops. Click that so you copy the texture, then do purple. Then it's orange, green, and then another red. Just do like a little bit darker, I guess. This is a plain color right here. This is going to be another red. This is black. This is a stripe with a yellow, another stripe with a dark blue. The rest are plain colors. So it's going to be a purple, we're going to do an orange, dark green, dark blue, another red, and then another yellow like that. And then what you're going to do is just get the basic shape again, and you're going to do the cube, shrink it down to where it's like a stick. I can't remember if I used a basic shape or if I used a structural. Honestly, I think either one works. And then you're just going to readjust it to how you like it. I recommend doing Transform Plus to make it a little bit cleaner. I'm just gonna resize one, and then I'm gonna reflect over here. That's your pool table. Like it's literally so easy. It's a little tall just because of the table, but honestly, like it's pretty. It's got the gold decor. You don't have to worry about the legs. Like it's a lot less work. Are you paying for it in Bloxburg cash? Yes, but honestly, I think it's worth it. So that is how you make the pool table. Let's see how much it costs. Okay, so it's almost 17,000, which is kind of a lot of money, but it's actually not that bad. So that is your pool table. Pretty easy to follow along, and let me know if you make this in your build. Make sure to tag me in your builds if you do it, and don't forget to subscribe. We're almost to 100,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys next time.